Hello friends, this is Kevin, aka K-Man1, coming at you with another episode of Pokemon FireRed version. In the last episode, we fought your mother, the Snorlax, and explored both of the paths to get to Fuchsia City. And in this episode, we're going to be exploring the Safari Zone we've heard so much about. And, interestingly enough, this is the first episode that is being recorded after I am back from my 2 weeks out of town. Like, I think it was legitimately 2 weeks, essentially straight, that I was completely out of town and not able to record. So it is very, very nice to be back, and I am happy to be recording. Alright, sorry for the awkward cut in audio, which you probably couldn't tell in video because, you know, I'm standing in the same place. But the basic thing with the Safari Zone is if you pause, you'll see up in the top left corner, there is a number, and that is the amount of steps you have in order to complete the area. And if you go into one of these areas, it's a rest zone of sorts, and your steps don't go down here. So, I'm a liar. Don't listen to me. So yeah, I thought that was the point of those zones, but anyways, you might be wondering, well, I haven't actually explained that there are wild Pokemon. There are a bunch of different wild Pokemon here, and there are a lot of different rare Pokemon as well. So you might be wondering, how am I possibly supposed to catch all the different Pokemon if I only have 600 steps in order to explore? Well, something interesting about the original Pokemon games, and I don't know how true this is in later games, but it is possible to just sort of stand in one place and turn around in circles. And you might be wondering why I've caught a Nidoran, and that is because failed recordings. But yeah, you can just kind of rotate in place, and you will be able to, and it counts as moving, and you can encounter wild Pokemon, but you won't actually take up any of your steps. And in case you're wondering why I am showing this off multiple times in a row, it is because there is, in fact, a Pokemon that I want to catch in this grass right here. So I will go ahead and cut to when I finally find it. Oops. Alright, and the Pokemon I was looking for is Execute. Execute is a grass psychic type Pokemon that has a really high special attack and learns a lot of different utility moves that I am more than happy to make use of. And basically, to explain how battling works in the Safari Zone, since you don't actually have your Pokemon out front, you have Ball, which throws a Safari Ball, and I want to say they have a 1.5 times catch rate compared to a Pokeball, so the same as a Great Ball. I want to say I'm not completely sure on that one. And then you have Bait, which will make the Pokemon stay longer, but make it harder to catch. And then you have Rock, which will make the Pokemon easier to catch, but make it more likely to run away. So my personal strategy is usually to just chuck Safari Balls over and over and over until it finally catches. And first try, awesome. Something interesting is that I actually had the worst possible time catching an Execute in my first recording. Like, I found it like the first Pokemon in the grass, but it ran away. And then I could not find one for the life of me for the next, like, 20 minutes, even though it's supposed to be a 20% encounter rate. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and nickname it, and I will see you back in just a moment. Holy goodness, I have been sitting here for like forever. I found everything but the most common, the rarest encounter in excess of twice. And alright, and our third Execute. I'm just chucking Pokeballs, hoping to goodness that I am able to catch it, and if it flees, I swear I'm gonna throw the controller across the room and rage quit and stop this recording right now. Don't make me do that, Execute. Don't make me do that. Come on. One more Safari Ball. I believe in the dream. I believe in a thing called love. Something from the bottom of my heart. Heart of the balls! No! And alright. And that's just gonna stay in the PC box for a little while. And I'll probably go ahead and reveal the nickname at the end of the episode. But anyways, the Safari Zone. There are a lot of patches of grass and a lot of items to pick up here. So, this is not going to be like a 100% run, and a Leaf Stone, that might be useful in the near future. Ooh. This is not going to be like a 100% run because I don't fully know myself where all the items are, but I am going to be picking up most items I see along the way. And I'm primarily going to be focusing on the items that I actually need in order to complete the game. Because there are 2 of those here, which is fun. Ooh, sunny day. I believe that is our first encounter with sun weather. And sun weather will increase the power of fire-type moves and make it so that solar beam does not take a turn to charge. So very, very cool weather. Not as powerful as rain, to be completely honest. I feel like sun is probably the weakest weather condition available to us in this generation. Well, actually, no, hail, probably. Just because no one can really take advantage of it. But, yeah, sun is not nearly as powerful as rain. So if you want to have a team set up around weather, I would personally recommend rain over sunlight. But yeah. Weather teams aren't overly useful in normal playthroughs, just because battles tend to be fairly short in single player. But if you feel like doing it, then I am absolutely not going to stop you, since, as I've said before, I don't actually have the ability to. And you'll forgive me if I'm not completely sure on where stuff is in the Safari Zone, because as I've said, a lot of these areas aren't exactly practiced, and especially coming off of a 2-week break from recording, I am just at a complete loss on how to play Pokemon, even though it's something I've been doing my entire life. Pretty much literally, because Pokemon came out in 1996, and while I wasn't, like, playing it literally from birth, it's just, like, I honestly don't remember a time before I was constantly playing Pokemon. So, yeah. And I want to say there's something cool down here. Max Revive. Not what I was looking for, but I will gladly take it. I'm just going to check my steps. I am not going to get the items I need in this run. Okay, well, I'm about to run out of steps, so I guess I will just cut back to right about here once the steps wear out. Alright, and we're back with a lot more steps, and I don't feel like checking the exact number. Yeah, I don't feel like checking the exact number, and I'm not going to do it. I swear I'm not going to do it. And I really don't want to use a repel during this section, even though I'm running into wild Pokemon out the wazoo, because I feel like I can make it through without it. And that was a protein, and I don't know if I've come across that, but that's just a vitamin that will raise a Pokemon's attack stat using mechanics that I don't feel like explaining. Here, we find the gold teeth. This is one of the 2 items we absolutely need to make sure we pick up before we get out of here. TM32 double team, don't use it. Don't. I'm watching you. This is the one where I'll actually, like, reach out of my screen and grab you by the neck. Anyways, we want to talk to this guy. Ah, finally! You're the first person to reach this secret house. Although I made a campaign for our grand opening, I was getting worried that no one would win our campaign prize. Congratulations! You've won! And we received HM03 from the attendant. HM03 is Surf. Pokemon will be able to ferry you across water using it. And this HM isn't disposable, so yeah. So yeah, Surf. In addition to being really, really useful in the field for crossing water, it is also a really, really strong water type move. So, I'm pretty sure Jaggleboof... Nope, Jaggleboof can't learn it. I was wrong. Oh well. So, I won't be teaching it to anyone right away, but I figure we might as well go ahead and retire our Safari Zone challenge. Did you catch your fair share? I didn't catch any Pokemon that run. So, yeah. Anyways, with the gold teeth in hand, basically what we're going to want to do is we remember that the warden, with all his words of wisdom, I'm going the wrong way, with all his words of wisdom, honestly did not have any teeth. So, these are probably his, and we're just going to return them to him, with them having been sitting on the ground for like 3 years, possibly. So, Kevin gave gold teeth to the warden. The warden popped in his teeth. Yeah, he just popped them in from the ground. He doesn't even bother to clean them off. That's really gross. Thanks, son. You're a real lifesaver. No one could understand a word that I said. Not a one. I was too ashamed to show my face around the office even. Why is office in all caps? Let me give you something for your trouble. And we receive HM04 from the warden. HM04 is Strength, which is a move that will let you move giant rocks like that one right there. So I don't know if anyone in my party can learn it. Definitely not anyone I'm probably going to want it on. Yeah, I don't particularly want it on anyone here, so I'm probably just going to catch a Pokemon to use as an HM slave, and I'm probably just going to grab this off screen, but I'm pretty sure that's a rare candy, and I'll probably put either an annotation or something in the text below to say if I'm wrong. So yeah. Now we are finally going to see our brand new Execute's fabulous nickname. What is it going to be, you might be wondering? Well, it is something very clever and worked on an extra level just because the Execute I caught happened to be female. And my Execute's nickname is Omelet. Because it's eggs, so it's like an omelet. And it's a girl, so like the E-T-T-E ending. It's like an ogre or an onion. It has a lot of layers, this joke. So, with Omelet now in our party, we are going to, this is kind of a short episode, but actually no. I am going to bring your mom into my party because I'm pretty sure it can learn both of the HMs we just got. And I am going to show off. We can't actually use Surf in the field yet, just because we don't have the proper gym badge for it. But we can use Surf, I'm pretty sure, because it's Erica, maybe? I don't actually know which gym leader gives you the ability to use Strength in the field. But I'm pretty sure we have it already, because I've gotten that immediately upon coming to... Oh, Omelet can learn Strength? You're literally a bunch of eggs! This game is so unrealistic. I'm going back to Minecraft. Alright. So... Why can literally a pile of eggs learn Strength? Like, I understand its evolution being able to learn Strength, but a literal pile of eggs is able to learn a move which involves pushing giant boulders to the side. Why? Why? Whatever. It's a big boulder, but a Pokemon. Would you like to use Strength? Alright. Your mom used Strength. Your mom's Strength made it possible to move boulders. This nickname is paying off more than I expected already. Alright, and it was a rare candy, so I was right. Hooray. So, in this episode, we caught a bunch of eggs. Before I end the episode, I'm just going to go ahead and tell a quick little story from when I was younger. I used to think that eggs were a vegetable because my only real encounter with them, outside of the breakfast table and just kind of seeing them in the fridge before they got cooked, was Pokemon. And since Execute is a grass type, I automatically assumed that eggs had to be a plant. So, yeah, me being an idiot when I was younger. Fun stuff. Anyways, in this episode, we caught ourselves a fantastic new what did I even just say? We caught ourselves a fantastic new team member, Omelet, and explored the Safari Zone to get not one, but 2 HMs in a single episode. And in the next episode, I say, we are probably just going to do a little bit of level grinding off screen, and then we are going to take on Fuchsia City Pokemon Gym. And I didn't bother reading the rest of that sign. But I will see you guys then.